Hey guys, it is Dwayne here from DewyHQ, and today we're back with some more Persona 5. Now, it's been a while since I've jumped into the P5 series. I've been wanting to get back into it. I have had a few things pop up in the meantime. I was working at a job and there was promising more hours, but it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen. But aside from that, we've had a few things go on. I haven't recorded since I actually posted the last recording session was before the secret, the details video that you may have missed. You can check it out here. I'll throw a link up here. But I wanted to talk about that specifically because that video exploded. Now, I cannot be any more grateful than, for what it is, you know what I mean? I did not expect that video to take off. At this point, it's at 30,000 views. That's insane, in my opinion. It is absolutely insane. I've never had a video reach that high. It's actually the most viewed video on the channel right now, and I never had a video explode that quickly in like 3 weeks. To me that's it. I'm over the moon. And again, I had little time to kind of follow up. I did try and answer as many comments as I could. There were a few funny ones on there. It was good to see some encouragement and conversation going on there, but I wanted to say thanks to all the people who were really blown out of the water with all the details that I put in the video. But aside from that, I am making a part 2. It's currently in the works. I'm working on the script now. I just need to confirm a few things that I've heard about rumors on the internet, and I'm actually going to touch on a few that you guys suggested in the comments. So I'm not sure if we'll be able to get part 3. I'm going to try and make part 2 as much content in there as possible. I think at that point we may have covered every small detail in Persona that pretty much isn't like a main key point of the game or a spoiler that's technically foreshadowing. So I don't really count foreshadowing as a detail. Foreshadowing, if you pay attention enough, it's there. Now, the other thing I wanted to address is that I've recently picked up a Switch, and so I have been allocating a lot of my time to that. Aside from that, a lot of Players Unknown Battlegrounds, which is a lot of fun. I may even do videos on Players Unknown. I've been trying to test out a few things with OBS. Hasn't been going so well. I'm just trying to sort out the little bits and pieces there, but apart from that, what I wanted to address with the Switch is that the circle button is the A button and the X button is the B button on the Switch. So I might accidentally hit the wrong option. I apologize if I do that. I will cut that out if that does happen though. So let's get onto the guide. I've spent 3 minutes rambling. You're here for more Persona 5. Let's get started. Okay, so today we're going to be hanging out with Ann. Let me just check to see if we got a Lover's Persona. Yes, we do. We have Sakimitama. I think I'm just going to quickly go over to the Shibuya. So that's what I mean. I just hit circle then. We're going to head over to, where is it? The Station Square. Head over to Station Square. And go to the lottery stand. Oh, the 28th. Okay, and man, the controller just feels so weird. Hey, I didn't know Third Eye was on L. Oh, it is on L1. No, it's on L2 as well. That's strange. Alright, so we're gonna be hanging out with Ann. Who's sent us a message? Just Ann. Lady hasn't gone home. Let's go see her. So we're gonna be hanging out with Ann. I believe this is gonna be rank 5 lovers today. Oh, Dewey, what are we thinking of doing today? Let's hang out. We have plenty of time. I guess there's no point worrying about it if you're so sure. I've been thinking about going to see Shiho in the hospital. Do you think we could maybe spend some time together before I go? Alright, so let's hang out with Ann. Thanks! What should I get for Shiho? It's hard deciding by myself. Hey, I have some big news. The double cream from that famous crepe shop is half off right now. Oh, but I probably can't take a crepe into the hospital, huh? I really want one though. Do you think maybe Shiho would want one too? Give it up. Right. It might be half off, but I should try and control myself. Shiho might have rehab today too. They probably won't let her eat it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, she started her physical rehab. She's pushed it up ahead of schedule. I think it's because I told her about how I wanted to get stronger. She said she was going to start working hard too. I haven't actually seen any of her rehab sessions though. Oh, hold on. What now? Ah, that's not good. Sorry, something just came up. That was from my agency. One of the models didn't show for the magazine shoot they're doing. And they're going to wrap soon, so I need to head over and fill in.
Let's go!
It's pretty close though. Want to come with? Actually, let's just go. I'll race you there. We arrived at the meeting spot. It looks like they're having a pre-shoot briefing. Senpai, I'm so pumped to work with you today. After I saw you in the last year's show, I think I'm gonna cry.
Right.
It wasn't that big of a deal. That fashion show was tiny. By the way, I'm Mika, and please, no honorifics. I might be older, but you have loads more experience, Senpai. Alright, Mika. Haha, it feels a little weird that I'm saying it like that. Oh, and you don't need to use senpai with me. Anyway, it's nice to meet you. Likewise, An-chan. Giggle, you're so nice. I just realized I said giggle. Giggle, giggle. Hey, can you teach me how to be a better model? You know, your everyday routines, stretches?
Huh?
Routines? You mean like singing in the shower? Oh, is that all you do? Then what kind of stuff do you eat? I've been looking all over the place to import some organic green almonds. Plus, I'm getting super tired of eating quinoa. I know that it's like a whole grain or something. It's not very good. Do I need to boil it in hard water or something? Almonds? I only ever eat those when they're covered in chocolate. And hard water? Isn't it kind of tough to boil ice? We're just like, do you weigh yourself? Oh, of course. Once a year for the health examinations at school. So, you're gonna keep it all a secret from me, huh? I get it. I guess it's hard trusting someone you just met. That's not it, I just don't really think about that stuff. It has nothing to do with not trusting you. It's more that modeling is a hobby for me. What? Senpai, that's so horrible. What do you mean you don't care about modeling for these guys? You said that, An-chan? Wait, I love this magazine. Everyone tries so hard to make sure the product is the best. Mika-chan, just calm down. Don't worry, we all know that you're giving it your all here. But you guys work so much harder than me, and I'm the one still getting comforted.
Wait.
Hold on. An-chan, the truth is, we had both you and Mika-chan come down as substitutes for our missing model. We wanted both of you on the cover, but if you're not really that interested. Hey, I didn't... Don't worry, I can do it alone. I read the concept docs on my way here. Heh.
What?
You faker! You're so mean, An-chan. Do you really hate me that much? Keep it civil, you two. Anyway, you good to go, Mika-chan? Sorry about this, An-chan. We won't be needing you today. We'll reimburse you for your transportation expenses, though, and we'll even throw in a little extra for your trouble.
Oh.
But... the magazine staff left for the photo shoot. I really screwed that up. She's amazing, huh? Yeah. But maybe it's because deep down, I'm not that actually invested in modeling. She sees straight through that. Anyway, I totally ruined the shoot. But still, wasn't Mika's fake crying pretty incredible? It had grace.
Do you think?
Oh, maybe that's what I'm missing. I don't know though. I think I'm pretty good at fake crying myself. I know the perfect technique. So how do you do it? Listen carefully. The key is you don't actually cry. I mean, that's why it's fake.
Yes.
Either way, I think I'll be able to use that ability to our advantage in the metaverse. I'll turn my failure today into positive energy going forward. I sense a heightened motivation from Arn. Lovers rank 5, Crocodile Tears. Chance to force enemies to ask for less in negotiations.
Alright.
I've never really seen that ability in use, but I guess it happens. I don't really use Arn a lot in my parties though, so. I do, yeah. She's kind of like a sub. Speaking of the metaverse, I'm gonna try super hard in my Phantom Thieves work. But for now, I should stop by the hospital and see Shiho.
Thanks.
And thanks for today.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so now we're popping in over back to LeBlanc. I was gonna say LeBlanc. LeBlanc.
You're back.
Alright, so the thing we're going to be doing today is we're going to be heading to the bathhouse. We're actually going to head over to the TV real quick. Confessions of crime, like the one we saw that lecture Mr. Kamoshida give, have this old appellation. What a word. Confessions of a crime are the queen of evidence or jewel of evidence. Which is right? You be the judge. It's actually queen of evidence. The correct answer is A, queen. Yes, that very famous expression of the field of law. Confessions are very powerful evidence. People even used to resort to torture to get them. That's a high school prodigy for you. Today, forcing a confession is forbidden under law, and I'm surprised you knew that. Did you just guess? Torture though, that's pretty brutal. It feels like I've improved my knowledge. Nice. Alright, so we're going to be heading out. I don't think we need to grab anything. What have we got in the items, actually? I'd probably just check your equipment. I think we upgraded our equipment pretty recently, so I don't think we need to worry about that. We don't have any of the... We don't have any lockpicks or anything like that, which kind of sucks.
Now listen up.
But I believe we'll be able to do it on the 30th when we go in for the boss fight. So, alright, we're gonna head over to the bathhouse.
Oh.
Let's go in. We're going to be heading into Madarame's palace tomorrow.
Oh.
Gonna get those 3 points of charm.
Wanna head back?
I'm not quite sure which one we'll get up first. Maybe guts. Hell, maybe even our kindness might even go up. I do know we need knowledge level 3 to hang out with Priestess when we get the chance.
Hello.
Ah, it's you. By the way, I saw a big sign for the Madarame exhibit on the way here. I couldn't help but remember that repugnant art museum. We must make haste to destroy such a world. Why don't we go to the palace today? We're gonna go, but don't be so impatient.
I see.
It's not only important to go slowly, but steadily too. Huh, understood. Well, contact me when you go. So we're gonna be going there. I'm just gonna hop by the SP machines. the little drink machines that give us SP items. Probably gonna grab them. I think they're in the courtyard. Yeah, I think there's one here that does. No, it's not that one. Yeah. Just gonna buy them, and I'm gonna grab the ones in Yonjanjaya. Probably should have did that last night, actually. Alright, now we got some extra SP items. Because we're going to be reaching the treasure today. I don't think we have to worry that much about it, to be honest. The hideout. I'd recommend dropping a save here. Oh, you can also see Makoto's here too. Oh, what a coincidence. Are you on your way home as well? Sakamoto and Takamaki-san are not with you. You seem like quite good friends, by the way. So we can actually find Makoto around a fair bit. If you actually saw the details video, I was going to get more footage, but I hadn't progressed far enough with the video. But I'll be able to show it during the Let's Play that she actually does follow you around a lot of locations. Yusuke, we're still going to need to explain the basics to you, don't we? Oh, you mean about the metaverse and the nav? Yeah, I guess that's pretty important stuff.
Well...
Please elaborate.
Okay.
Let's start from the beginning.
Now then.
First, the metaverse spots where we act as the phantom thieves are called palaces. Palaces are worlds that take form from someone's cognition, a materialization of their reality. So, do we each hold a palace within ourselves?
No.
No, not just anyone. It's primarily those with strong, distorted desires. They basically gotta be criminals, real bastards like Kamoshida or Madarame. On the other hand, palaces cannot exist within persona users. It's just impossible for them to form.
Listen up.
Basically, your persona is your true feelings of your heart, which arise from conquering your inner shadow. Then, since you have full control over your emotions, there's no way your desires can get distorted. So that's how it works. Obviously, I knew that.
Right?
Oh yeah. We use the Metaverse Nav app on our phones to get into that world. It's actually pretty simple. Just say a person's name, location, and distortion, then you're in.
What do you mean?
Location? So like with Madarame's, it would be a shack. Then his distortion would be that he thinks that it's a museum.
Hold a moment.
How do you know that what their palace is going to look like if you never set foot in it before? That part's kinda like a quiz or something. It'll probably get tricky from here on out too.
I see.
I feel I have a good grasp of the basic concepts. If anything arises, which I've failed to understand, I'll rely on those more experienced than myself.
Yeah!
Yeah, I got you covered, newbie. We should probably ask Morgana if you need anything.
Well then.
Thinking back to Madarame though, I can't believe he's considering pressing charges. Yes, I've never seen him show such anger before. He is most likely quite serious about that. What should we do? There's no way we'll be able to win if that happens. He likely won't act on that threat until the final day of the exhibit, June 5th. Simply put, I doubt he would be foolish enough to taint his name with a trial during his exhibition. Alright, so we just gotta steal Madarame's heart by then.
Let's take him down.
There's no way we're gonna let him press charges. We'll show people who he really is. Alright, so we're gonna infiltrate the palace.
Okay, let's go.
So we're aiming to reach the end of the dungeon this time around. So we're gonna get some levels ups.
Yeah. We haven't decided on the new recruit's code name yet.
It has to be Kitsune. You know, with that Kitsune mask and everything.
Hell yeah! That really leaves an impression.
Are you talking about me?
What do you want your name over here to be?
I'd say Da Vinci.
Nope.
Nope.
Well, you've got that mask like On said. And there's that weird tail. Alright, you're Aburage.
Very well.
He's agreed to it?
It's decided then. Aburage.
Nuh-uh, not happening. Do you have any ideas, Joker?
Fox.
Oh, just keep it literal, huh? Sounds good to me.
What do you think, Fox?
It's acceptable.
It's set then. Let's go.
Listen up.
By the way, we should have Joker decide our starting lineup from here on out. Starting lineup? Oh, you mean who's going to be going in first? Yeah, now that Fox has joined us, it'll be harder to move around as a group. We'll stand out more too. Considering how we've operated up to this point, we should have 4 starters. Anyone else can be a backup. I guess we've always got to have the leader with us, right? Exactly. That's why you'll have to choose the remaining 3. And what should I do as what should the backup do? Would it be best for them to stay outside the palace? No, they should come in as well, but maintain a reasonable distance from our main group. In other words, the starting lineup is the first wave of our infiltration force. We'll leave the team composition to you, Joker. So essentially we can only have 4 party members at once, including ourselves. So the best thing about this is you can change your party members out whenever. It is so good. One thing that I really didn't like about Persona 4 is that you had to go back to the entrance to go pick up your other party members. So if you want to do it, you just go into stats and you can just hit square to pick who you want. So I'm going to bring everyone except Mona for this first run.
Let's do it.
What level are we? I think we're level 16, so we can't really add any more personas. We're probably going to need some new ones soon. Man, this is going to be a real pain in the ass going back to Breath of the Wild.
Now, where do you want to go from here?
Let's get...
That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be a real pain in the ass trying to go back to the Breath of the Wild. Just because the the accept and deny buttons are on different levels. So we're going to head straight through here.
Yeah.
Sweet, the security's still down. Thanks to all my hard work. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it. Come on, let's keep going. So this episode's probably going to be mainly palace infiltration. We'll probably reach the treasure by the time it comes around to the hour mark. Okay, there's a guy there. Who have we got in a starting lineup? Shisa. Shisa would be fun.
I'll reveal your true form.
Ooh, okay. We got any 5%ers? Sakibitama.
Go down.
Looking cool, Joker. Looking cool, Joker.
Again, the only real downside to this is that we can't baton pass to Yusuke yet. It's the only thing I don't like about having a new party member.
All right.
Huh? You got a new skill?
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna leave Shisa or either High Pixie in front. Who's faster? Jilly 15. Shisa. Shisa's pretty good actually. He's got 14 agility, so we're most likely to act first. Are there any crates around here? I swear there are. Nope. And I don't think there's any crates in here.
Focus.
But I'm looking forward to making the next part of the details video, considering a lot of people have enjoyed that. There are tons of little small details in this game. There'll probably be some that I will find later on after I make the video.
The first move is ours.
Let's go.
But it's always so fun to like make those videos. Let's go with Snap.
Looking cool, Joker.
I'm gonna baton pass to Arn.
Okay, pass the baton and follow up. See that again, Panther. Don't move. Okay, guys. Let's do it.
We're pretty much just gonna focus on XP for this run.
Beautiful rose has thorns.
Generally, knocking out all these enemies will give us a load of money anyway, and we've got all the materials to sell anyway.
A stylish victory.
Okay, I'll grab that. Again, you gotta keep swapping personas. We gotta pick up our next piece of map here. That brochure.
Oh.
Oh, do you think that's another pamphlet? Let's go take it with us, Joker.
Hey,
Ain't this a different pamphlet from before? You're right. It says it's the second out of 2. Oh, and has the rest of the map on it. I guess we can use it to figure out where the treasure is, right? I suspect it's in the innermost point of the palace. If that's the case, then the most suspicious spot seems to be the main hall here.
It looks like.
Looks like we'll need to pass through the lounge, the gallery in order to reach it. The deeper we go, the tighter the security's gonna be. We'll need to be advanced carefully, okay?
I can feel it.
I believe there's an item this way. I don't think we can come through this door yet though.
I have something.
There's a chest here we can't open,
Chest. Talk about luck.
and we can't open that door yet. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a kerfuffle. There's going to be a few little fights down this
I
way.
have something.
Just be on your guard essentially. So we won't be able to go this way since there's lasers. We have to go this way. So I'm going to creep up here, grab this.
true form.
There's a good chance we'll interact with another battle straight off this.
All right. The first move is off.
Gonna switch to Ryuji.
Go ahead.
Not over yet.
Persona! Let's go, Captain!
Let's go.
Captain Kid!
Let's go.
This is it!
This'll end
You want to be careful coming out of this battle because there is another enemy in this room.
They were
Just there.
nothing.
I'll reveal your true form.
If you're quick enough on the X button, you can actually get an ambush on him, so you'll be sweet.
All right. First attacks won't hurt it.
Wind.
Kofa Tengu! There!
Looking cool, Joker.
Go down!
Looking cool, Joker. Okay, guys. Let's do it.
Gonna get a level up on Tengu. New skill.
Alright.
Yeah, growth 1. That's not bad actually. So growth 1 gives us 25% extra experience for that persona specifically. I'm not sure if that applies to our actual general experience though. I don't think it does. I think it only applies to the persona. I'm not sure how the persona experience is actually worked out. Because it's different from the actual, from your actual character. So we need to head in this room first. It feels like I might actually touch them accidentally. Let's be careful as we go through here. So we need to be careful because there is another one of those news, I believe it is, that has dark skills. So we just need to be careful about it. So you can use your third eye here to see the lasers. I always recommend it. I'm gonna grab this guy. I'm pretty sure this is the new. I can't remember if it is or not. No, it does change from time to time though. Just be on your guard if that does happen. Switch to you.
Looking cool, Joker.
And I'm gonna switch to Arn. Always use
Nice job, Panther.
always use your baton pass to the full
Nice
potential.
work, team.
Doing that will just make sure you breeze through battles.
Okay.
And if you're like me, where I'm like, oh yeah, but I want to use this persona, or I want to use that persona, because that persona looks really cool. Wait until you get further on in the game, when you're able to play around with which persona you like, and then you can just drag it up, and your team members can support yourselves. So this is the guy who's weak to light. Maybe not.
Just what I
If that did work, Harmer is an insta-kill light spill. High chance of missing though.
All right. Level up.
I'm not sure what he's actually weak to. I think he might be weak to ice. He's level 20, so we can't capture him, so... yeah, let's go this way.
Show me your true form.
Now's our chance
go.
to strike. Go!
Confront Tengu. Go down.
Ooh, looking cool, Joker. All right, handle this. Pass the baton and follow up.
But it's going to be going into a cycle very soon. Pretty much until we get up to the next mini-boss.
Finish him.
The beautiful rose has thorns.
Level up the skull.
New move! What do you think?
So he gets Rampage, which is a great move.
Okay.
Hits multiple enemies.
That was so easy, I'm yawning.
Show me your
You
true
always want to have moves that hit multiple enemies. As well as single enemies.
Now's our chance to strike. Ooh, looking cool,
I'm gonna
Joker.
switch to Ryuji for this one.
Not over yet. Skull.
Again, just sharing up the damage between everyone. That way your SP and ammo kind of stay at a certain level. Because you will need it. It's always just good to have. Like,
I could have handled that myself.
Tread.
we haven't even used Yusuke yet, and he's already talking big about himself. Yusuke, the only reason we haven't used him is because we can't switch to him. So when we can, it'll be much better.
I can see
I
it.
believe, yeah, it's this way. So what we want to do is really fascinating, actually.
This is amazing.
What a giant painting. Indeed, it bears such a bizarre texture as well. It's as though I could simply slip inside. What the? What happened? My hand, it actually entered the painting. So we can go inside of it? Well, I don't see any other path for us to take. Let's give it a try. When I first came into this room, it took me about 10 minutes to work out where I was actually supposed to go, so you just come up to the painting and you can just jump straight in.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you trample on my tranquil bamboo garden with those grimy feet. You shall never leave alive. What the heck was that? We're probably just hearing Madarame's thoughts. There's no need to panic. Madarame. So, we can just hop from painting to painting. Oh, we're in another painting. So this space is merely not just one, but a multitude of paintings. You're telling me that they're connected? Which one goes where? That we'll have to continue walking to find out. Hey Joker, can't you spot the connections with your skills? So you can use L1 to see where you need to go.
I have something. How foolish.
So he calls us thieves who dirty his heart. The one who sullied the very nature of art itself has no right to accuse us of such a thing. Save your emotions for later. We have to keep moving. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this. I believe we've got a mini boss coming up very soon, so I'm just gonna quickly switch to... I think Shisa. I think the enemy is actually weak to nuclear skills. It's either nuclear or psychic. I don't think we have psychic skills, so it wouldn't surprise me if it is that.
Hey,
Hey, don't go staring at my butt.
I should have known.
What are you talking about?
There's a treasure chest.
So, our next mini boss is over there, but we're going to open this chest real quick. You can also open this door here. And you can actually retreat out to the Velvet Room if you need to. I don't think we're going to need that. So I'm just going to open the door though. And let's head on to this mini boss.
whoa!
There's a strong looking one over there. We've never seen that kind before. His stance conveys the notion that he is no ordinary foe. I think that's the control room behind him. He's probably guarding it so he makes sure that no one gets too close. However, we need to disarm the security if we want to ensure that we have a safe infiltration route. Forcing our way through seems like our only option. Just be sure to use healing skills just so you don't get knocked out flat. You can use Morgana because he's not part of a party. It's another great thing about having extra party members. You can share their SP too. Alright, let's go.
Joker.
Let's get going. Who are you? How did you get in here? Step aside. You expect me to move just because you tell me to? I'm afraid you're sorely mistaken. Now, I'm pretty sure it's Frey. Yeah, so he is weak to Frey.
That was incredible, Joker.
So we're going to be using Joker a lot for this fight. Yeah, he has gun skills, so it's always good that we got Shisa. I can't remember. I think he resists all the three main elements. So I'm going to use Tarundra on him. I'm going to use Tarakuja on myself. And we're going to use Sakuja on myself again so we can dodge all the hits. So just buffing Joker is probably a good idea here. Sometimes just buffing one party member is like beneficial. It's mainly yourself. Ah, so this is easy. We got this in the bag now. Oh, he blocks physical.
This is my other self. Persona! Go down.
And that's that. Oh, we also get a skill card too. I think the game talks a little bit about those. Phew, that guy was tough. I guess that's just the path of this course on the palace. It was really totally on a different level from the other enemies though. He dropped some sort of card. So a skill card is pretty much, you can teach that skill to any persona that you have. None of the party members can use them, only Joker. So this is great for skill manipulation. I believe Arsene, he can't learn gun skills, bless skills, and he can't learn something else. I think it's physical. It's either physical. No, I think it's just gun skills that he can't learn. So if you wanted to have skill cards, we can get more later. So if you wanted to teach Arsene a light move, you can do it through a skill card. What's this for? I've never seen anything like it. Ain't it just some kind of loot? Come on, let's get back to exploring.
Joker, there's a chest.
So we can't use, we can't open any chests at the moment.
Indeed.
Please input the password. Another one? We'll just have to look for someone else who might know it. I don't remember if there's another box around here. Oh no, there's a treasure we can steal. I knew there was something there. These walls are really, like, trippy. You don't really notice it when you do it on your first run. I hear the intruders already got past the central garden security. Yeah, I just got a call from earlier to change the password here too. What to? It better not be simple. Well, I was having trouble with coming up with a good one. For now, I just set it in the numbers for Lord Madarame's feet. Lord Madarame's feet? What are you talking about? Let's get back to duty. There's a chance the intruders are nearby. Madarame's feet? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Maybe his shoe size? Yo, Yusuke, you know that bastard shoe size? Unfortunately, I've never heard him mention it. Are you sure that's the proper password? Madarame's feet. What do you think that could mean? So we're gonna pop in and take these guys out. While we're fighting these guys, I wonder if you guys can work out what we're actually going to be talking about.
You're mine.
But you'll find out shortly.
You're so gorgeous, Panther. One enemy, but it's pretty strong.
This guy. Oh no. Whoa.
Hold on.
Jesus.
We've got to help him.
And then we're dead.
Joker.
We are dead.
No. Joker.
I'll see you guys after I replay through that section. Okay, so I'm back up to the point where we died. Now, I actually went ahead and in between before the sub boss fight, I actually went back out to the Velvet Room and quickly made an Oribus. This is a fire persona that's pretty much strong against dark skills, so this is going to help us in that fight. The only reason we lost there is because he put us down with his dark skill. And so we can avoid that by easily countering it and using fire spells. I'm pretty sure that there's no personas in this dungeon, at least not yet, that use light spells, so I think we're okay there. So we're actually just going to jump out of this fight and go straight into that strafe. While I was at the Velvet Room, I left a save there, so if I do die again, which I'm hoping does not happen, because it's really, like, even when you do fast forward through the gameplay, it's still about 15 minutes. So it is kind of annoying when you have to, like, replay through everything and try and do everything exactly as we did before. So let's get into this fight. Alright, let's take on this. Let's take him on. I'm gonna fire one bullet.
Looking cool, Joker.
Then I'm gonna switch to arm. Be alright if I could get that extra down there. There we go. See, now we don't get a new, which is really weird. So we've got that there anyway, just in case we needed it. It's a really strong persona to have anyway, so I'd suggest getting it.
Go down. Let's go.
Cool, Joker.
I think that does happen. When you do get killed by a new, I'm pretty sure the next time it spawns in, it's always going to be a Jack Frost and a Inami, I think.
Alright.
Go on, I got to level 17 there.
They were nothing.
So what we actually need to do is we need to come back out to this Madarame statue here. And when they talk about Madarame's feet, they actually mean like the numbers below his feet. So just gonna watch this enemy here.
I'll reveal your true form.
Take him out. Yeah, just go for the double knock out there.
Let's go.
I'm probably going to use some SP items on Joker. Probably going to use some of the LeBlanc copies we've been making. And hopefully we can get ourselves back up to speed and try and get ourselves in front.
Okay. Child's play.
Okay. There's something written here. Here we praise our most holy lord, Ichi-Urasai, God, he's got a weird name, Madarame, the one ray of hope in this deprived world. He stands alone as his two adept painting hands paint the future. None shall ever match his excellence. He's really putting his chest out here, isn't he? Hold on a moment. Could this be the spot of Madarame's feet that security guard mentioned? It's at his feet. Oh, right. Isn't the password meant to be some kind of number? I do believe so. There are numbers here, though. One ray stands alone, two adept hands, and none shall match him. That means it's 1, 1, 2, 0. 1, 1, 2, 0.
Nice.
Yeah, that has to be it. Sweet. Let's head back and shut down the security. So that's all we have to come down here for. So we're gonna head back this way. Imagine if there was no dash. Oh man, it'd be so infuriating running from that one room to another.
Yes.
Password accepted. Disengaging security protocol. Whoa, that opened all sorts of stuff. We'll definitely be able to go more places now. Come on, let's get moving. So we're gonna head out this door. We're just gonna watch. We're not gonna run all the way across, just because those enemies will be alerted. So we're just gonna kind of walk across here. And we're gonna walk into this room. I believe there's no enemies just yet. I believe there's an enemy on this side of the door though. Nope. We're gonna head to that safe room. We're definitely gonna drop a save there.
I should write
We're
something.
gonna pop a save right here. Alright, then we're gonna head back out into the treasure hall lounge. Now I believe there is an enemy running around here somewhere, so just be careful. Guess not.
Focus. Focus.
Is that an item we can steal? Yes it is. They're really hard to see in this dungeon, I don't know why. Probably because everything else is gold. Okay, so this is a pretty big puzzle. Especially if it's the first time you've been faced with it. It's a little tough the first time around, but once you get the hang of it, you're all good to go. More big paintings? Just like the ones we saw before. There's something off about these though. Why don't we go take a closer look? Alright, there's an item over here, so we'll quickly grab that. And run along here. So this can be a little bit tough because if you do stuff it up, it'll drop you down with these enemies, and the enemies are kind of tough. Ain't this the last time? Ain't this just like last time? You know, with the secret passages inside and everything? These ones are all completely different. And look, there are even 2 frames with no paintings at all. That is strange, but we don't have a choice. Let's go, Joker. So don't forget to use your third eye to see where you need to go. Alas, the world is a desert filled with laymen who cannot understand the true beauty. The slow drain of my skill is inevitable when I'm surrounded by such mediocrity. So he's gonna blame the world for his declining skill? That bastard had no real talent to begin with at all.
I have something.
So I'm gonna pop over here. The gods, even in their dormancy, are worshipped constantly. People gather under a shrine and offer money to return home fully satisfied. art is practically the same. In the end, it's all just a matter of imagination. Huh. Even if that's true, that doesn't give you the right to be deceiving people. So we can go onto the gate. I'm pretty sure we need to head right first though. Oh no, it brings us back to the start. Wait, this camel? We're back at the friggin' first one. So they're not connected exactly as they seem. We have to keep trying until we find the right way. So we do need to head onto the gate.
Something.
Hard work is not what makes the sapling grow thick with green leaves. Too many young people do not see the true value in youth these days. What fools. Is it truly wrong for an expert such as myself to capitalize on the youth before it wastes away? What the heck? He's basically saying he's jealous of the young's talent. Look at me. I was turned into a cat, but I'm still fighting. Age isn't a valid excuse.
I have something.
Makes you think though how old Morgana actually is. So we're gonna hit this button here. I'd say you have to be at least 18 or something.
Whoa!
Look, another painting. So, passing through one hidden route leads to the formation of another. What an elaborate ruse. It's highly likely there's a new path through the paintings. We should investigate, Joker. So we're gonna head back through the painting. Come back out here.
I can feel it.
Gonna run this way. Then we're gonna run straight across. Then we're in a new painting. Could the ship skirt across the ocean if its crew was constantly worried about what sea life may lie below? Art, life, water, they're all identical. The one who ascends the summit is the victor. He's using all these pretty words, but he's basically saying that people are like stepping stones. That's just like what he did to all those kids. Crushed them for his art. What a piece of shit. So we're actually going to drop... No, we're not going to go that way. We actually want to drop off one side. So we're going to head this way again. So we want to drop down. Another painting. There seems to be no longer any empty frames at this point. I bet there's a new path again. Let's go in there and check it out. So I'm pretty sure this time round we need to go this way. Then we need to go this way. Then we actually need to climb up here. It's really hard to see that one. It took me ages to work that out. And then head this way. Beauty is merely a mirage. Transforming that into money is what brings about true happiness. My fine mansion, my lifestyle among the chosen few, those things are true art. So running your atelier out of a shabby, run-down shack was simply an act after all. How foolish I was to have been deceived for so long. Fucks. And we're gonna jump out here. And we're at the end.
Yeah.
Sweet, this has got to be the end. How despicable. We've encountered so many of his paintings, and yet not one did he mention his love for art. These are no paintings. They are just meaningless self-assertions placed into picture frames. I'm excited to see how the change of art alters him. Now, let's hurry.
I can see it.
So we're going to head down here. We're gonna have more of these chicks walking around, so just be careful. Probably jump behind this cover here.
Show me your true form.
So it's a relatively big puzzle, that puzzle there.
First move is ours.
These are electric and ice.
There.
Great move, Joker. Two knocked flat.
Are they weak to guns? Yes, they are.
Do it.
All right,
My turn.
pass the baton and follow up.
Persona! Let's go!
Enemy defeated. Go, give me more. An enemy defeated.
No
Go,
sudden
give me
movement.
more. Okay, guys. Let's do it.
Don't come back!
Okay.
Alright, just watch
were
this.
Treasure chest.
God, I almost
spotted.
missed that chick though.
Show me your true form.
Now the kids go.
Yeah, we'll use Marufu. Probably gonna use the SP healing item on
Joker.
Joker. Considering he's down to 32.
Enemy defeated. Go, give me more.
We haven't been able to show off Yusuke's all-out attack yet either. It's just one of those things where we can't like really show it off just quite yet.
Okay.
Open this crate. Oh, look at that, a snuff song. Probably gonna use a LeBlanc coffee though. LeBlanc coffee's 30, so probably gonna save that snuff sol for a little bit later. I might use a couple of those 5. One of these ones. Probably use 2 of them. Can use cover there.
Show
Gonna
me
grab
your
on this
true
guy.
form.
Wins.
Koba Tengu. Go down.
Looking cool, Joker.
You're mine.
Looking cool.
Then we're gonna
Joker.
pass off to Arn.
All right, okay. Pass the baton and let's do this. Come in. Wiped him out. You're so gorgeous, Panther. Finish him. How's that?
All right.
Okay.
That enemy was really weak.
I can see it.
Hey, I see a shadow. Be careful.
I'll reveal your
So just be
true
careful when you're
form.
walking through all these rooms. They're just full of enemies.
All right.
Persona.
Move is
Alright,
on.
so we're definitely gonna swap to this guy.
There.
Down. That was incredible.
So we should be okay because we've got the dark resistance at the moment. And we should swap to Arn. Yep. Too easy.
This'll end you. A beautiful rose has thorns.
All right. Easier than cleaning my brushes.
Alright, I'm
I'll
gonna take out
reveal
these
your
guys
true
too.
form.
All right. The first move is ours.
Koba Tengu.
I'm gonna go for that Garu. Probably just gonna use snap, save bullets too here.
Looking cool, Joker.
Persona. You're mine.
Looking cool.
Just be careful with your moves. I reckon if you've got the same persona as I do, you shouldn't have many issues.
Joker.
But you can always move Kopa Tengu up to something else and trade up the snap skill. So the snap skill is probably one of the best skills to have early on, just so it saves you bullets. Of course, if you don't have it, you can always shoot him anyway.
All right.
Level 18. No skills yet for the crew.
They were nothing.
Yusuke should get one next level though. Just gonna have to watch this one enemy. It's in the
within
bathroom.
range. Show me your true form.
Alright,
Persona.
first move is
Oh,
on.
we actually get to use Yusuke.
Goemon.
Oh, nice one, Fox.
Let's go.
You might as well use Yusuke here.
Oh, nice one, Fox.
Persona. Goemon.
Oh, nice one, Fox.
Let's go. Goemon. Strike.
Oh, nice one, Fox.
Who's next? Me. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's see if we can get a crit. Not quite.
Keep it going, Fox.
We're just gonna go an all damaging move, so let's just go to Shisa and use Rampage.
There.
All enemies defeated. Just what I'd expect from you, Joker. A spectacular victory.
Okay.
That enemy was really weak.
Alright, so I'm just gonna quickly heal here. Gonna use, yeah, DF and Morgana. I don't think we'll be using Morgana for the rest of the dungeon unless... Alright, so moving on. Head through this door here. Okay, I remember this part. Shit. What the hell is up with this place? There's so much gold, it's hurting my eyes. The distortion is especially bad here. It's barely even holding up. Plus, it's not even on our map. Oh, we must ascertain the truth with it through our eyes alone. Okay, so we're gonna quickly grab this over here. And I believe... Yeah, we have to go this way anyway. This is actually the gameplay they showed in the trailer. I believe it was right about here. I'm gonna head this way. There should be another treasure up here. Witch amulet. What does the witch amulet do? 2+ magic. Probably need the strength to Yusuke and ice damage. Ooh. Morgana. Morgana can have the magic. Yep. How's our stats looking then? 15. Arn definitely has the highest magic. Moving on.
Show me your true form.
Now's our chance to strike. You got any blessed moves? It's weak
Nice.
against those.
Persona. Ravage them.
Great move, Joker. Two knocked flat.
Who's next?
This would be a good point to demonstrate Yusuke's auto attack.
Alright.
Persona. Goemon. Strike.
Oh, nice one, Fox. So hold up.
Slice you to pieces.
Okay, guys. Let's do it.
And the curtain falls.
Okay.
Okay,
Didn't even break a sweat.
so let's head down through this blue door. Let's pop us out this side. Whoa, did we just walk? It seems there are even paths. Seems even the paths beyond these apertures are distorted in the same way as this room. Yusuke says a lot of fancy words. And a lot of people wanted me to mention that Yusuke runs like a Naruto.
Hey,
I guess
look
it's
at
because
this.
it's like a ninja, but that's about it. Why is this painting here? It's probably some kind of illusion. We're all in a palace after all. Or we're in a palace after all. Well, I guess the painting itself might be correct though. You say correct, but aren't they all counterfeit? Although the real one must be here too. I wonder. Either way, the fact that this is here means it's connected to the space in some sort of way. So we've got to pick the correct one. So the correct one is the one with the red shirt.
Hey,
There's obviously a difference if you look closely. It shouldn't be too difficult to tell them apart. Yeah, maybe it's obvious for you. What do you think, Joker? This is the real one. That is correct. You have quite the eye for detail, Joker. For real? That's amazing. Which is kind of weird because we wouldn't actually know, because I think only Arn and Yusuke were inside the house where the Sayuri was. I can't remember if it was at the exhibit. I don't think it was though. The vibrant crimson clothes, her beautiful hair, the sublime balance between the subject and the background. This may only be an illusion, but it is without a doubt the splitting image of the true Sayuri. So it'll actually unlock the correct way. So if not, it will just flick us back and forth. So we're gonna steal this treasure here.
I can see it.
And jump up here. Steal this too. And go through the gold door. Okay, so this is where it starts getting a little bit more confusing. Oh, this is somewhere new. Seeing past the false image has opened up the path to the truth. This gold place is filled with counterfeit artwork is a prime example of the alchemy of Madarame's brain. And here, just as in reality, he entraps those who cannot see through his lying facade. You might be right. No wonder the distortion is so strong here. Hey, so what does that mean? I think it means finding the real Sayuri should break through the distortion and open up the path. So we gotta check all of them? Why would we do that? Let's just look for the real one and we can, assuming we can differentiate it. So the real one's gonna have the tree.
Hey,
Well,
Maybe an illusion, but there's no mistaking it's a lure. Nicely done, Joker. I think the next one is a little bit tougher. I think they all look pretty similar. Yeah, I think it's this. Is it this one? Because there's those four there, and then there's more up here. None of them are correct. I think it's one of these ones down here. This is where I can't really tell the difference, because this one's like really tough to see.
hey,
Yeah.
It's hard to tell too, because I think the difference is the hair. Yeah, that's it. The hair's the difference.
hey.
well.
Huh? Where the shit did it fly off to? So by actually going through this door here, it'll pop us back at the start, and you'll find that bottom gold, that bottom blue door is actually turned to gold. So if we head through there, it'll take us to the next area. Oh, isn't this somewhere you knew? Just be careful, okay? The distortion is growing much stronger the deeper we go. Alright, so we're going to open this chest first. Crimson ring. I believe we're right at the end too. We're almost at the treasure room, but we're going to have to call it quits before we reach the treasure. Yeah, we're right at the end. Just as I expected. Madarame. Then is that the treasure behind him? It's kind of hard to tell from here. Let's get a closer look.
There it is.
Doesn't it look a bit hazy?
For the time being. Once we send the card and make Madarame aware it'll be stolen, it'll materialize like yoo-hoo!
I wonder what form it will take.
Who knows? I bet it's something like a self-portrait.
The source of what distorted Madarame's reality this much.
So what now? Think it's safe to say we have a route set? We know where the treasure is, but I'm not so sure we've necessarily secured a route. Huh? Why is that? You must be talking about the infrared lasers surrounding it. That and the outer perimeter is swarming the guards. Forcing our way through will be difficult. So we'll need to find a way to steal it too. This is tougher than it was with Kamoshida. We just have to make one final push. Let's check this floor. Alright, so what we're going to do today is we're going to call it quits. I've had a few interruptions, so that's okay, especially with that death. I'm not sure exactly where we're up to, so we're at the safe room now. We're going to save it here, and we're going to resume this on the next part. I will be recording that tomorrow, and you guys just stay tuned, and we'll be finishing off Madarame's palace. At least the securing of the route. I think for the next few days after that, we're going to be working on some skills and social links. So in the meantime, it was Dwayne here from DewyHQ, signing out. I'll see you in the next one.